tuning in today. Anyways, I want to talk about love. Yes, I want to talk about love, and not just any type of love, the regular love that people give out. I want to talk about unconditional love because there's a difference between unconditional love and regular love that we see that most people have. The reason why I chose to talk about this today is because when we're going through a heartbreak, we have to learn to love unconditionally. We have to. That's an absolute must in order to, progress the way that we want to. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it. So, a lot of relationships have that, I expect you to do this, then I'll give you this love. If you do this, and you do that, or if you don't do this, then I'll be there. Then, if you don't do that, I might not be there. So, that's the type of love that most people in relationships today have, and that love does not last. Trust me, I've been through it. Actually, I've been through it twice. And I had to learn to love unconditionally. I had to learn to love unconditionally because I had that love like if you do that, I'll keep on doing it. I'll keep on loving you. I'll be right there. I'll be your best friend. I'll be there. Boy, I'll be there. If you do that though. But you know what? That's not the type of love that I'm talking about and that we need in relationships. We need that love that says, hey, even if you don't do this, I'll be there. Even if you do this, I'll be there. It's the love without expectations because in relationships, people are always expecting things. They have that expectation love. That's what I want to call it, expectation love. So people may expect, the wife or whoever to cook, and if they don't come home to a cooked meal, like, oh, babe, you forgot to fry my pork chops up on Thursdays. You know what? I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be loving you if you don't fry them pork chops up on Thursday. Every Thursday, I got to have it. And then you had a female like, well, if he don't make me come every night, you know what? It's a wrap. Because I need to come every day. So those are the type of things that people are putting into relationships, and that love doesn't last. Now, if you're going in it for a business standpoint, then yeah, go ahead and sign that contract. List all your terms and your, what you negotiated on. List it in the contract. If you need to add a couple of addendums, put it in the contract, sign off on it. But if you're going in a relationship to truly be married or to truly have a relationship with someone and you want to work it out through thick and thin, you need that unconditional love because that expectation love does not last. Because the moment someone stops doing whatever it is that you expected them to do, then that's when the love fades. And we don't need no fading type of love. We need that real deal. We need that 100. So this is my topic today, and not only looking for the 100 type of love, that real unconditional, saying that, hey, regardless if you do this or if you don't do that, I'm still here. I'm going to be there. We have to start within ourselves. So when we're going through that heartbreak and someone has just torn our heart, we got to, get back together, get up on our feet and say, hey, am I loving myself unconditionally? Because if I can't love myself unconditionally, how can I give it out to someone else? We can only give out what we have already on the inside. So if we have that, I'm going to love myself, if I do good on this, then that's what we're going to give out. But if we love ourselves regardless of any mistake that we make, all the flaws that we have, then we can give out that unconditional love, because that love is going to help us survive in our relationship, just not in a romantic relationship, but even in friendships and even with your family members. We have to love in spite of, because we got some friends and family members, especially family members, that you be like, ooh, if you say one more thing to me, You know, even in relationships with your significant other, you know, one person, somebody might cook something, then you sick of eating bland food. The food ain't got no salt on it. So you like, if you cook one more unseasoned dish, if you don't put enough salt on, you know what, I've had it. But you know what, unconditional looks past their lack of. So, and it also looks past our lack of. So we can't get to the point where we are loving just to receive something. That's not love. If you think about the creator, the ultimate creator who created the human race, he gave us choice. He didn't force anything down our throat. Love free. So if we ever get in a point in our relationship saying that we can't let somebody go or we can't let them do this and that, that's not love. We're acting in our own selfish ways. It is up to that person to choose what they want to do, what they consider is right, and how they want to act. The time that we choose to force something and shove something down their throat, you're going to eat the cake. You're going to eat the cake, anime, eat the cake. When you get in that type of mentality, then that's not love, that's selfishness. And we are out of line because we were not called to be forcing nothing down anyone's throat. If anything, we're called to influence. So think about that. If anything, we're called to influence, but first start with yourself. Choose to love yourself unconditionally. Then we can give that out. We can give that out. And once we do that, that helps relationships all over the world. If we can just continuously love ourselves and continuously give, because love shares, love gives. And the type of love that we want to have with anyone is, hey, I just love you just because. I'm not expecting anything from you. You know what? You don't have to empty trash. If you do, that's great. I appreciate you. You know what? You don't have to cook me a meal every day, but if you do, I appreciate you. You know what? You ain't got to make the bed. I'll make the bed up, or maybe I'll call a housemaid. But you know what? Even if you don't, I'll still love you. That's what unconditional love is, because nobody is perfect. Once we learn that we should love unconditionally, then we can say there's no perfect person out there, because everybody's going to make mistakes. And when they do, guess what? I'll be here. I'll be there. There's so many things and so many reasons that we could just get up and say, you know what, because this is not going our way, then it's a wrap. I'll wash my hands. I'm all good. There's so many marriages that ended like that today because somebody wasn't getting what they wanted or what they thought they should have had. But when we choose to make up in our mind that we choose to love unconditionally, that's when things will start to change in relationships. And that's when also we'll start to see more healing in our own self, in our brokenness, when we're heartbroken and saying, hey, you know what? Hey, yes, I made a mistake. Yes, you know, I did do that. Yes, I did see my flaw straight faced in the mirror. But you know what? I love myself unconditionally. So love yourself unconditionally, then give love unconditionally. Once that has happened, then we can move on in life. So thank you for tuning in once again. Leave your comments, like, thumbs up, subscribe. You can video chat me, email, hell, you can even send a fax. So anyway, I'll talk to you later. Leave your comment and I'll